Miniature
Bongos.
drum set.
Good morning. We're back at it, finally. What I wanted to get done last week and wasn't able to. So, there is our task for today. So it's called a Manabloc. It's what all of our water lines will run into, and then that will get fed from the main water line, which will come in on this wall over here. And that'll control hot water, cold water. And it's one of the reasons why we did home run systems for all the water lines. So each fixture has its own water line, and then it'll come into this. There's hot and cold. I think this one has, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 18 and 12. 12, 15, yeah. So it's 18 cold and 12 hot, which is, you typically have more hot than cold because of toilets and whatnot. So that way, if we have an issue with one of them, we can isolate, like say that top red one is the guest bedroom shower, and there's an issue. We can isolate that, just turn that off, only lose water to that, and not lose water to the rest of the house. So that's gonna mount on the wall between those water lines, and I'm gonna put it pretty low so that then we can put the water heaters plural, 2 above it. So our main water heater to start is going to be gas, most likely, and then we're going to put an electric one next to it. That way, if we run out of gas, we have the electric or whatever. We can run both. We don't need 2 water heaters for our setup, but we're going to have them both for future, if we go solar or whatever else. Not right away, it'll be down the line, but those will be there. So I'm gonna pull out, I got most of the stuff here, I'm gonna pull out the rest, and I'll kind of show you how it's gonna go together, and we'll get started. Okay, so like I said, this thing's gonna get mounted pretty low, and we're just gonna kind of eyeball where we want it, kind of between these wires, or between these tubes. I think that's good. Oh shoot, could you hand me that drill, please?
Do you want to hold it?
Sure, you can hold it. All right, grab that level.
One on top or outside?
Both. Yeah, make sure it's good both ways. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, you know what? Shoot, there's a girt right there. Should move it down. It's not super heavy, but
It's not. Is there something behind it?
yeah.
There you go.
should do. Perfect.
Miniature drum
Bongos.
set.
Okay, so unfortunately, this Manabloc only works as far as I can tell with crimp fittings. It doesn't work with expansion fittings. So we had to order these crimp rings, and then we have to order these Manabloc pieces that go in. So it's 2 pieces. This one's got a little rubber washer on it that when it slides in here, it's nice and tight. It kind of pushes in there. And then this goes over the top. So this fits in there like that. This goes over the top and then screws in. And then when you screw it down, it's nice and tight. So that's what we got to start on. And then our water main will come in here. You could recirc in the bottom if you need to. I think you just need one. I can't remember. But we don't have our water line yet, so we can't hook up the main. That did come in, but next time I go up to Kentucky, I can pick that up. So, what we're gonna do is just kind of measure these. I don't know if I want to start on the bottom. I think I'll just start on the top. Alright, so we're just going to take our crimp ring, put that on there, slide this in, and don't mess this up. That piece got to go on first. So we got our crimper, that just goes in there. And you want to leave a little bit of a space. And then it gets crimped. And then they got this nifty little tool they put on there. Make sure you got it crimped properly. All right. So, actually, I think what I'm going to do is leave a space on the top since I have extras, just in case I need to run one more. We'll leave 2 because this one, unfortunately, is a little bit short. There. So then this one we can mark. All right. So there's all the cold water. We got one down here, and I did leave two up top. We got a pot filler that I may or may not just use this one. And then we got 3 extra colds, which will probably feed. Actually, I might do the pot filler this one, and then this one will feed our outdoor, which would be right here. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to figure that out as far as the outdoor ones. We have one over there and then this one here, but this one here I might just feed off the main. It doesn't really have to go through here. So now we can do the hot, which is going to be the same thing. All right, so it's been a little bit, but I got these boards painted so that we can put these behind here like this. Hi, Bo. Who is that?
Leah on the camera.
It's Leah on the camera.
Here. 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 Oh, Mama. Here, Papa.
Thank you.
Here.
Can I have one?
Here. 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 Here, Papa. Here, Papa. pencil. I wonder what's under a pencil.
No. Can't use a marker. What do you think? Looks good?
What's this?
Okay. Thank you.
So looks good.
All right, so now we got this all taken care of. I may add some more support here. I'm not sure yet. This one, these two honestly should probably be cut down a little bit. Which when I finish this wall, I may or may not do that, but for now, it is what it is. So we have to add a hole for our pot filler. It's gonna be extra water line, but we're gonna end up coming through down here, go up the wall and over, instead of coming down, because I don't want it to get in the way of the water heaters and stuff. So I'm just gonna drill through here. All right, so you can see it right there next to that outlet. That's where we came in. We're gonna go up the wall and then we'll cross over and then just run down that wall because that's where it needs to go. We got our island laid out kind of where we want it. We may add a foot to 18 inches to the island. We're kind of not sure yet, but it'll be mostly in this area. So we're gonna come down where that stove wire is. We're gonna come down on the other stud next to it for the pot filler. We'll just drill a hole through the stud, come down, and then we can get it mounted. All right, so I pulled some wire out, or some wire. I pulled some of this hose out there. And we'll run it up through the girts. Get a ladder. All right, so we got this most of the way down, and we'll put on a fitting or an expansion cap, whatever these things are called. And then we got this little drop ear 90 that will mount, but first I want to get this attached. All right, so that's on there. Now I can push some of that hose back up. And then this will just get fastened like this, which is inside the drywall. When it comes time for pot filler, we'll just put a nipple in there and then we can hook it up. Typically, I think these are 52 to 58 inches above the floor, 16 to 22 inches above the stove. We're gonna mount this closer to 60. We're both tall, and I already have this blocking here, so instead of pulling this blocking, we'll just move it up 2 inches, and it won't be an issue. So I'll come around that side, we'll screw this in, and then we can secure it to the stud. There. So what I'm gonna do now is take those same staples and I'll run across, all the way across, and we'll fasten it to the truss, just so that it's not free flowing up there. Then we'll pull it tight, and then I'll meet you guys back on the outside and we'll hook it up. Okay, so we got it run through here, and I cut it. And then we're just gonna bend this to get it to go in there. Luckily, this pipe is pretty flexible. One of these. I gave him a quarter turn with a wrench after finger tight to make it good. So this one then, I'm just gonna put this, attach this here, on the side because it's the last one. There. We'll label it pot filler. And I don't think I showed it yesterday, but it comes with this list of things for the hot and the cold. So you can put those right here. I'm not going to do it because if I do it, it won't be straight. So that's a job for Tina. Okay, so now that this is done, there's 2 water lines that we still have to run. It's for the spigots that are behind me here and the spigots on the other side of the garage, on the back side of the garage. But they're not going to run through here because where we come in from our main, it's going to feed a line into here, which is then going to, it's going to come in the main, it's going to go through a filtration system, and then into here. So everything on here will be filtered. We don't need those outside spigots filtered. The outside spigots on the other side of the master feed off of the shower over there. So that one will be filtered, but we're probably not going to use that one all that much. So it's not a huge deal. I do have to go get the other stuff for here. I don't have that. I'm going to have to go to the hardware store and get that. So I'll run there tonight and get that, so that then we can hook up from there. We don't have our other water line yet. I have to go pick that up, but we do have some time, so I'll go in there and see what else I can get done, get knocked out, miscellaneous stuff, and then when we do the other valves that come out the top, we pick back up with you guys. This one down here is just an extra, so this is just going to get a cap. It's not going to be used. You could use it if you needed to, if you needed another main. Say we wanted to feed our shop or something from this one, or if the garage had a bunch of stuff in it, we could just feed out of here. But that'll just get capped. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, I don't know if how many of you picked up on it, but I know at least one person commented. Apple was pregnant. So this morning she had her piglets. Of course it's raining, but unfortunately she had 6 of them. 2 of them were dead when I came up here. She didn't have them first thing. I fed the pigs this morning. And she hadn't had piglets yet. For whatever reason, she decided to nest over there underneath a tree and not in the shelter. So 2 of them were dead. She had the piglets in the shelter. 2 of them were dead in the shelter. 2 of them had, I'll spare you the details. They weren't going to make it. She had injured them severely. I'll spare everybody the details. And one of those that was injured was still alive, so we had to put that one out, and 2 other ones were alive. One of them barely alive. It looks like its jaw was broken, so we had to put that one out as well. We do have one, as you saw, that's in the camper, and we've been feeding it colostrum, and we have some milk replacers, so it seemed like it's kind of in pretty good shape. So we'll try to nurse it. Not really what I wanted, but unfortunately it doesn't appear as though she's a great mom. So unfortunate, but that's a part of life, I guess. So like I said, I don't know why she did pass the placenta. It's over there on the ground, so she'll be okay. But if she can't have piglets, she's probably not long for this place, because we're not in the pet and zoo business. With that said, been dealing with her. Didn't have a chance to get in there and finish what we were working on. So we'll show you guys that next video. I'll show you what I did, kind of how I button things up so you can see it. But with that said, that's where we'll leave this one. thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you on the next video. All right, so if you made it this far, thank you for watching. And I didn't want to leave you guys and this video on a bad note, sad note, whatever. So we added those valves like I was talking about. So I was able to find these Manabloc pieces at Home Depot locally. So we just took a piece of 3/4 inch red, and this will feed the water heater, which will be mounted here. And then the blue will come off, it'll 90 over, and then that'll meet another kind of a manifold, but kind of not a manifold, for our main water to come in. And then, like I said, we put these shutoffs in so that we can control if we need to isolate something. We can isolate it here as well, but that way if we ever had to change this Manabloc or whatever, all we got to do is turn this off, unscrew it, and we can pop it out. So Tina hasn't had a chance, obviously, you saw what happened, to put the stickers on, so that'll have to get done. And actually, now that I think about it, we should probably do that pretty quick before the little one comes and takes those stickers and starts putting them all over everything like she tends to do. So anyway, that's where we'll end it. So we'll see you guys next time.